From Los Angeles, TraderInsight.com presents Dr. Adrian Manz in the war room and at the helm with today's look at stocks and sectors on the radar.
For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz, and this is Stocks and Sectors on the Radar for Wednesday, April 15th, 2009. On Tuesday, Dow Jones Industrials down 137 2/3 to close at 79.2018. We had 932 stocks advance, 2,118 decline, and NYSE total volume at 1.75 billion shares. The carnage started in the banking index, so we had a big sell-off after yesterday's run-up. It came on the heels of a fastball and then another move up above that fastball high. We had that good news from Goldman yesterday. That stock was up 4.5% on the close and then down 11% today. American Express down 10%, JP Morgan Chase down, and once the bleeding started, it really spread through the indices. We saw the Dow move lower, tried to rally a couple times, they tried to push it, just didn't work. The S&P 500, heavy on the financials, of course, down as well, 1723 to close at 841.50. NASDAQ 100 wasn't spared, down 1436 to close at 1322.31. And the NASDAQ comp off 27.59 to close at 1625.72. Now, we had some good setups yesterday. One of them triggered, stopped us out flat. The other one triggered, got us a nice healthy profit. We're going to look at those, see how we traded those, and then take a look at 3 stocks on the radar for Wednesday's trading, 2 financials and an industrial, and we'll get to those in a second. But first, let's do the recap. First one on the radar was Alliance Data Systems, ticker symbol ADS. This was a backdoor slider in an information technology services company. I had said yesterday that if we had more than 25% bleed back into that fastball day bar, that I would take it off my watch list. Otherwise, it'd be on all week. At this point, I think it's come back in far enough that what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch for this to become either a switch hitter setup or maybe even a 3-2 pitch setup, and watch for something to mature here a little bit later in the week. The next one we had was Hanes Brands Incorporated. This is in textiles. This is ticker symbol HBI. This one, got up there, triggered us in, turned around, didn't go 5 cents in our favor before it turned around and went 10 cents against us. Got us out for a very small loss. I call that a scratch. A 10-cent loss on a trade is a scratch stop as far as I'm concerned. We use those on the discretionary trades. We don't use the scratch stops on the stuff on the intraday trading plan. We just trade those exactly the way that they're written up. But on these discretionary setups, sometimes you have to give yourself a little bit more wiggle room in the trading. Then we had SPX Corporation. This was ticker symbol SPW. Recall, we had this fastball expansion of range, expansion of volume with a 43.25 entry going into today's session. Look what happened here. We saw that fastball continue right into the current session. Look at the volume on Tuesday. Big sell-off day. Obvious they did not get done on Monday what they were looking to get done, and boy, were we able to capitalize on this going through the session. It was, let's pull up a 5-minute chart of this thing here. We can see right off the open that, if you got in around 43 1/4 or so, by the time it was all said and done, you really had to be missing something if you didn't get about a 41.50 exit on this thing. So, nice move on SPW, big move on SPW. Hope everybody was able to capitalize on it. If not, I hope you at least understand why it happened and how it relates to the way that the patterns are set up in the book. Now let's take a look at a couple of financials and an industrial that I've got on deck for Wednesday's trading. First one on the radar in the financials, in insurance to be more specific, ACE Limited, ticker symbol ACE. This one is a doubleheader setup, nice clean doubleheader. If I see trade below $44 and let's say 40 to 44 cents a share, somewhere in there, along with some weakness on the NYSE open book, I'm going to look for a short side entry opportunity with an initial profit target down around $43.90 a share. Next one is Camden Property Trust. This is a real estate investment trust, also in the financials. This is one of those de facto doubleheader setups again, right? We've got this bar in between here, tried to poke up higher, but essentially these two pieces of price action here unwind each other. I am going to have a $23.60 per share trigger price on this one if we get it, and a 23 1/4, nice tight little scalp profit on CPT. And then finally in the airlines, I've got Continental Airlines. This again, one of these de facto double headers right here on the tails of this infield fly that I didn't look at for Tuesday's trading because I didn't see a gap, but I'm going to look for trade below $11.50 a share on this one with a tight profit target around $11.15. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. Use protective stops on every trade. Have a great trading day on Wednesday.